Our kids, bro, gonna have robot friends.
Or Megan.
And what happens when a robot family moves next door to you?
That's the new gentrification.
You with me? What happens when a robot family lives next door to you, bro? All right, watch this. Buying NVIDIA before earnings, right? So here's what it looks like, the median return on NVIDIA stock if you hold for X amount of time prior to earnings, and this was really good. So watch this. If you bought NVIDIA stock before earnings, one day you have a median return of 60%, 2.3% of the time. 1 week, 3.9% of the times. 1 month, 58%. Watch this, 1 quarter, and then 1 year. So in essence, it actually goes up every time, but you gotta be willing to watch that pullback that happens, because there's another stat, go a little further. What happens is it always bounces up and then pulls back, and then that pullback sits for a while, and then it goes to doing what it gotta do. And I've always said this, it's kind of like they got the LeBron approach. The LeBron approach is, you so used to him putting up certain kind of numbers, when he don't put up those numbers, you look at it like he trash. And so that's what's been happening. Everybody don't have the Tesla effect. Only Tesla has the Tesla effect, where they can miss earnings, lose sales in the US and in another country, and still rally 5%. Right? Only Tesla can do that. Right? Only they can do that. But NVIDIA been knocking it out like 2022, 2023, they was knocking it out the park so much, the market was used to it and the market got greedy. And so, yeah, the stock eventually will go back up. It still has given us pretty decent returns, but it's always that initial pullback. So, again, I'll say it, I think tomorrow I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna keep 10%. I might bounce on it on the pullback, might bounce off it, pow, let's go. All right, so let's go a little further. The Mag 7, NVIDIA's Mag 7 peers are a bond to its chip business. So what happens is these companies, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, Tesla, they're all just committed to buying more NVIDIA. They call these companies the hyperscalers, right? They call these companies the hyperscalers. Yo, and this is why you see companies saying, yo, we are committed to just buying more. You heard what Elon said. Elon said what? We're gonna keep buying NVIDIA chips because they're just the best chip. We're not able to make it right now. We just not able to make it right now. And so that's how great and far ahead of the competition they are. So let's go a little further. Humanoid robots are likely to be the next multi-trillion-dollar industries. This is mind-blowing here because, bruh, think about that, bruh. Like, I saw a thing from Gary Vee that said he thinks in the next 10 to 20 years, a human being will marry a humanoid. He said, and I had to think about that. He was like, he think they gonna be, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, why? And the thing about the human mind is it doesn't know how to stop going they can't stop. They can't stop. They can't stop.
They already using them for love.
Our kids are gonna have robot friends. They already do with the phone. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have robot friends that really like walk and talk and do things. My mama gotta go outside with who?
Vicky. You remember Small Wonder?
I was trying to think of Johnny Five Alive. Five Alive.
Small Wonder.
Five Alive.
I remember Johnny Five.
Johnny Five Alive. Our kids, bro, gonna have robot friends.
Or Megan.
And what happens when a robot family moves next door to you?
That's the new gentrification.
You with me? What happens when a robot family lives next door to you, bro? And then what happens when like you driving and it's like a robot family, you're like, oh yeah, that's the Johnsons. Listen, we 40. We make it till we 80.
Oh yeah, nah. I'm still amazed when I see the cars driving by themselves just around the line.
Bruh, think about that, bruh.
The Waymo joint.
Think about you waking up one day and it's like, oh yeah, the Johnsons, and you speaking like you don't realize that that's a whole robot family with robot babies.
But how did?
And you like, how did the robot make the baby? And it's like, what? When we was young, hear me here. One of my favorite movies was Back to the Future. Tell me we don't got that right now.
Other than the hoverboards.
We got the hoverboard.
Well, we got the drone joints.
Huh? Yeah, we got, it just ain't flying, but we on a one wheel.
That's not a hoverboard.
Huh?
That's literally not a hoverboard. It's a,
That's a hoverboard,
it's a
bro.
unicycle sideways.
Huh?
It's a sideways unicycle.
No, it's a hoverboard, bro.
Does it hover?
It can. We ain't far from it. We ain't far from it.
We not far.
Look, we got the TVs that they had on there. Go look at it.
Oh yeah.
We got the TVs. They was FaceTiming on there.
Yep.
Stainless steel car.
We do got that, yeah.
The digital billboards.
Yeah.
The jackets. The clothes.
The Nike sneakers.
The glasses.
They just don't sell.
Remember the glasses?
Yeah.
The shoes now can strap up. Bro, we got everything but the flying hoverboard. That ain't far.
It's coming.
Yeah, I was about to say, they got the jetpack that he had.
Now they do got the jetpack.
Bro, what are you talking about? And listen to me, that movie came out in 1985.
Dang.
85, that movie came out. That means somebody been knew this was coming. Think about this. When we watched Terminator, that whole thing was about what? Reese saying, hey, bruh, I'm back from the future. That's what Reese said. Hey, I'm back from the future. And what? We are fighting the robots. Y'all sleep.
You need AI, but in order to teach the AI, you need AI. Human or robot, it is likely to be the next multi-trillion-dollar industry. And the technology innovation is incredibly fast. And the consumption of computing and data centers, enormous. As we speak, there are $5 trillion of plants being planned around the world. $5 trillion of new plants. Because the world is reshaping, because reindustrialization moving around the world, new plants are being built everywhere. This is an enormous opportunity for us to make sure that they build it well and cost effectively and on time. In fact, that $5 trillion doesn't include a new type of factory that we're building. This is the NVIDIA AI factory in a digital twin. This is RTX Pro. It's a computer you could run anything on. It's a computer that has incredible performance, whether it's x86 or AI, all of it runs. Our RTX Pro server is in volume production across all of our partners in the industry. This is likely the largest go-to market of any system we have ever taken to market.
Look at that. Amazon develops a robot. Watch what's about to come next. Go up a little bit. Let's play this right quick. Watch this.
Amazon's new robot, Vulcan, doesn't look like a person or move like one.
This is the robotic gripper. This is the hand. These are paddles that can squeeze the item.
You don't remember that machine on Terminator? Think about it. You don't remember seeing that machine on? Think about it. Think about it. Yeah, bro. All right, go back. Because when all right, go. Finish running it.
That can squeeze the item.
But it's doing a job that until now only people at Amazon could do, stowing thousands of items into bins.
Our hands are one of those most amazing parts of our bodies. And it's that physical intelligence, that physical AI that we're trying to give to the Vulcan robots.
While other robots rely on cameras, Vulcan is Amazon's first robot that's able to feel the items it touches, meaning it can handle way more items than past robots, choosing and placing them accurately.
So on a single shelf, you might be able to create a certain size space, maybe for a dog toy, but not for a basketball. The robot is doing that assessment.
So as Amazon empowers some of its 750,000 plus robots with more and more skills like ours, is Vulcan the robot that could finally eliminate the need?
It's over. It's over. That's the one gonna live next door to you.
Bro, they got 750,000 now.
750,000 now, and they still improving, bro. They gonna have 700 million of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Because guess what? Robots don't gotta reproduce.
And they don't sleep.
Robots ain't gotta reproduce, bro. Like, we can reproduce. Robots don't have genocide. They don't got none of that. They gonna just they gonna have, I saw a study that said, bro, there's gonna be a point in human history where there are more robots than us. Bro, you know how many, watch this. Y'all won't complain? Y'all don't want, our conditions are harsh? Don't worry. We got 750,000 of them.
They don't take a lunch break.
We're gonna let you complain right out the door. Now, not saying the people wrong for the conditions, but bet, don't even worry about it. The robot don't even need a union.
They can't take a strike, no picketing.
Bro, watch this. Your mail is gonna be robot.
Yep.
Look. Bro, it's over. Better learn how to trade.
I'm about to say, that's the last frontier.
Better learn how to trade. Better learn how to trade. Better learn how to, cut hair. Because I don't care how good the robot is. I'm not letting the robot cut my hair.
They got the laser joint.
We got the...
He try to do a tip fade.
Trapper,
Talk about what you want.
Trapper, you're finished. I'll be damned. Nah, I'm straight, dog.
Trying to line you up. Oh.
This is where we headed at, bro. That thing was on Terminator.
Yeah, I had to look up the little grabber joint. That's crazy.
Come on, bro. Look at this. AI robots are pushing P. Walgreens is expanding its robot prescription filling to 5,000 pharmacies by the end of the year, processing 16 million orders monthly and saving 500 million since 2021. Despite this, the company's valuation has declined to 9.76 billion, a 90% drop from its peak. But guess what? They about to be saving money, bro. Listen to that. 16 million orders a month?
Bro, when you go into Walgreens anyway, there's only like 2 people in there.
Bro, so let me think of something right quick. Let me just say this right quick. Donald Trump, who you think gonna build them iPhones, bro? That you trying to get built in America. Watch this. Watch this. What robot company you about to invest in that you trying to push that over here like that, bro? Because listen to me. The children is going to Streamer University.
Right, they're making content.
The children is going to Streamer University, bro. They don't want work. So let's just think about this for a second. 50 to 60-year-olds ain't their life. Our bracket, so 30 to 40 years old, we like, bro, I'm not gonna work in no plant. I'm not gonna work in no manufacturer like that. Right, so now you saying 20 and below. They on the entrepreneur trade, they on that. Movies, actors, rap, they on that. They ain't gonna do it. So what company you investing in, my dog? That you trying to get them iPhones built over here, because you know ain't no people gonna do that. First of all, that generation, that 29 and under, you not going to get them to work 14, 15 hours. Let's start right there.
Yeah, this is not the 70s and 60s.
Let's start right there. My generation from 30 to 40, we the last ones doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The 50 plus, They crane operators. They chilling. That's what they doing. They on their way out.
Yep.
They like, hey, I've been doing it 20 years, 30 years. I'm on my way out.
Lunchbox and a thermos.
So you got the under 50, 30 to 50. We the only ones. We still welding and we because that was, hey, get a trade, get out of prison. Anything from 29 and under. Bro, you not, what? 15 hours? What you talking about? 25 and under definitely ain't. So who going to school right now to go learn how to build an Apple iPhone? Who? At that wage. At that wage for all them hours. So, and you gonna tell them they can't be on the phone while they building the phone. Cause that was this. So now they like, hey, cause you work for Apple, so you can't be on the phone showing people what we doing. So now they on the phone like, boy, I'm putting that in the iPhone. Hey, they got the iPhone leak. Hey, the iPhone 18 about to drop. Bruh, who gonna build it? So what robot company?
Who gonna put them things together?
Come on, bro. One thing I know, bro, I might have been born at night, but not last night. You gotta learn. Here's a couple things
They need an AI revolt.
You gotta
That's what we
learn.
need to
You
teach
gotta
that.
learn the acting industry because we like acting. You gotta learn acting, so you better go be really good because now you gonna try to pile up over there. Acting is acting. Now here's the dope part about acting. Now the consumer has increased what they want out of that acting skill. Now, how do I know that? Because you can look at old YouTube content creators to new content creators. That shows you how the landscape has changed. So that's on that scale. In y'all era, you don't think acting has evolved since? So now you gotta go be serious because he gonna eat your lunch. Now you trying to fight to get on the Young and the Restless.